With VS Code, you have a fleet of agents ready to help you plan, build, test, and deploy your apps. Now, for the longest time, agent sessions have been tied to the window that started them. But the team thought to themselves, what if your agents could keep running after you close the folder? What if you could pick them up on another machine or even on the web? The agent host capabilities in VS Code brings you all of this and more, enabling the ability to run sessions on their own dedicated process. So it's not tied to any window, any client, or any machine. Let's take a look. The first thing you'll notice in the chat view is the new Copilot harness option, powered by the Copilot SDK and running on the agent host. You'll have all your models, modes, and customizations, everything you'd expect when working with agents. Now let's go ahead and kick off a new session. Now, as expected, when I do, it gets to work and a new session entry appears in my history. So I can toggle back and forth between sessions I'm working on. Let me show you one of the key features of Agent Host. I'm going to go ahead and actually close this folder. And this is where I would normally expect the session to stop running. In fact, I'm going to take it a step further and I'm going to open a completely different project here. And again, I can now see the sessions from that project. But let's open up the original project I was working on. And look at that. The session is still running. It didn't miss a beat because the session lives in the host process. Now, when I'm working across multiple sessions and projects, I live in the agents window. So let's open that up. And there it is, the exact same live session. It's not a copy. So no matter where I'm working, the session is there for me. Now let's actually look at these side by side. 2 clients, 1 session. Whatever happens here shows up there. Live. Interact with one session and approve tool calls, or if I go ahead and type into the chat, it is the same exact session, so I see them side by side. I can go ahead and add something to the queue over here from VS Code, and then I can go ahead and remove it from the queue inside the agent's window. With Agent Host, you can take your sessions wherever you go. I've gone ahead and enabled remote session access right here. And what I'm going to do now is open my browser and head to vscode.dev/agents. And from here, I can connect to my agent host machine and see the same exact sessions all still running. I can interact with them from here, and they will all be one-to-one across VS Code, agents window, and the web. I can even start a new session directly from the web. And when I go ahead and fire this off, this will be running on my machine on the agent host. And now if I head back over into the agents window and look at all of my sessions, sure enough, there it is. If you're like me, you're usually working across multiple machines. I'm here on my Windows laptop, but I also have my MacBook Air. One of the powers of the agent host is the ability to connect to remote agent hosts. Under remote, I'm able to see any of the previous agent hosts I've connected to. And here's my MacBook Air. I'm going to go ahead and enable it over there on that machine. And once I do, I can go ahead and select it and tell it to reconnect. And in near seconds, it goes ahead and connects and will show me all of my agent sessions that are running on my MacBook Air through the agent host. I can go ahead and click on one to dive deeper, or I can go ahead and start a new one. In fact, I can select any folder from that machine through the agent host. So here, let me go ahead and select Resize Me, and I can spin up a brand new session. And that is a glimpse of Agent Host inside of VS Code and the capabilities that it unlocks for developers. If you're interested in learning more about Agent Host and the protocol, the spec is live and in active development. Check out the links in the description where you can learn more and share your feedback with the team. And as always, happy coding.